Hello, we are the Twilight System, and today we're making a video on how we told our kids we have DID. This was another idea by our health coordinator, as she and we believe it could help us if we have an outlet to document some of our stories and other things we may want to share now that we're more public. My partner at the time and I have two children, two sons. At the time, we decided to tell our kids that one of us has DID after our partner told us that it would not be a good idea to tell them because they would think that they also had DID. Was it the best decision? Probably not, but I felt it was easier for me to tell them, and so I sat them together in the living room to talk to them. We started by telling them that one of us has a condition called dissociative identity disorder, or DID. At first, we were really worried about how to tell our kids that we have DID. We didn't want them to think that they might have it too, because our partner had suggested that that's what might happen. But then we realized that we have to tell them the truth. We're making this video to show others that it is okay to tell your children about DID and to educate them, to show them that we do not need to hide behind a stigma, and teaching them helps them understand how to cope with a mental illness. So we decided to tell them. We started by telling them what DID is, and we explained how it affects our daily lives. We told them that sometimes one of us will act differently than the other, but that is okay, because we're all still the same person. My eldest son immediately had a million questions. He was very sweet and curious about everything. Also, this is me adding this tidbit into the video. Our son, the eldest one, he's really sweet. He draws pictures of us all the time. Only have like a few of them, but I'll like insert it somewhere in this section. He also asks us like every single day who is renting, and he also asks a lot about our alters, even to this day. He wants to know like their favorite color, their birthdays, their names, what they look like, all that kind of stuff. So we ended up getting Simply Pearl and Discord and all kinds of things to show him anything that we have an idea of. So yeah, telling our kids we have DID has been the most amazing and rewarding experience of being a parent. I feel if you're ready to tell your family members that you have DID or another mental illness, I feel like it would benefit some people, since my sons are pretty supportive of it and my mom is too. So I'm pretty lucky to have people like that in my life. So yeah, that's what I wanted to add about in this video that I supposedly didn't add in the script. So I apologize that this is like really weird and random, but yeah. My younger son was more reserved, but he too had some questions. We answered all of their questions as best as we could, and we will continue to do so as they grow older and they can understand more. It was a very eye-opening experience for all of us. We felt a little bit closer afterward. We also made sure that our children know that it does not define them or us as parents. It's simply part of our lives, and we have to learn to manage. We told them that we still love them and that things do not need to change just because we have DID. We explained DID in terms of what we were feeling and how we coped with it. We emphasized that we were not alone and that they had us to talk to if they wanted. We wanted our children to know that they could be open with us and that they would always be there to help them. We also told them that it was okay to talk to others about DID if they needed to. We also reminded them that everybody has different conditions, and that doesn't make us any less of a family. We want our kids to understand that having DID is just like having any other illness like diabetes or asthma. We want our kids to be empathetic and understanding of people with DID and to never judge someone just because of something that they cannot control. We also emphasize that it is nothing to be ashamed of and that everyone has something that makes them unique and different and special. We love them and accept each other for who we are, and we hope this story helps other families going through a similar experience. We want to spread awareness and understanding for those who have DID. We want to create a stigma-free environment where people can discuss their mental health openly and without fear of judgment, of ridicule. Most of all, we want our children to feel safe, secure, and loved. We want people to understand that having DID can be difficult, but that doesn't mean it has to be a barrier to forming meaningful relationships and living a full life. We hope our story can help empower other families with DID to feel comfortable and accepted in their homes and the world. It is important to us that our kids know that their family is always there for them and that they are loved and supported unconditionally. We want our children to know that whatever condition they or their families have, that they are not alone. If you liked this video, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you'd like to tell us about how you told your family members or close friends about a mental illness or something you struggled with, let us know if it helped them understand better. Also, let us know what else we should cover. We will try to come up with more ideas on our own, but would appreciate the feedback and provide us as much of our experience as possible.